What's going on, guys? DLegend here. We are back with a Kingdom Hearts Union Cross video with some updates that are in-game right now. Before I start the video, I want to ask you guys to subscribe to the channel for more Kingdom Hearts Union Cross and Dark Road content, as well as some Yu-Gi-Oh content and Pokemon content now. So make sure you guys stay tuned for all that stuff. And yeah, let's start this video. Alright, so first and foremost, there are some draw tickets that are in your present box. I really collected mine. I think the draw tickets came into your present box like 2 or 3 days ago, so I haven't made a video since, but make sure you guys collect those and use them for the draw ticket banner. And definitely make sure you guys pull on the 10 pull draw ticket banner instead of the single draw ticket pulls, because you do get a trait medal every single time you pull from the 10 pull, and you are guaranteed 1 copy of Kingdom Hearts 2 King Mickey every time you pull from the every 10 pulls from the 10 ticket pull. I already have 3 copies of him actually. I think I hit shop again, my bad. So if you go into here, I think I have 3 copies of him now from like 5 pulls from the banner, maybe 4. But I did trade up 1 copy, and he was literally all raids. I think I did 5 pulls in total because I had 5 trait medals in total for this medal, and he gave me all raided, so I guess he wants to raid. Not the end of the world. Next up, we'll talk about the new medals that are updated and the adjustments to these 2 medals that went live this morning. So basically, if you guys haven't heard the news, Kingdom Hearts Union Cross has been updating old medals and making them better so that they're more usable in today's meta. Obviously, Supernova ++ Kingdom Hearts Sora A, the original version, was a 1-star medal that you can get from story quests from random drops. You can still do that if you want to farm trait medals for this medal specifically. But he does get an upgrade now, and he used to be a tier 1 medal, now he's a tier 10 medal. An important thing to note though, guys, is if you upgrade him to tier 10 and you try to sell him for draw tickets, for draw points, you actually only get 1 draw point. This was confirmed by some players in Kingdom Hearts Union Cross JP recently, and then by Robloid, so I'm pretty sure it's legit. I don't actually have a copy myself to upgrade and try to sell, but I believe them. Next up, we do have HD Beast, who has become Supernova ++ HD Beast. This medal actually was a high score challenge medal back in the day, and funny story, so he actually had a different artwork when he came into Kingdom Hearts Union Cross Global's high score challenge, and so this medal's art got upgraded or updated into this form of this art probably a year or 2 after the original high score challenge when this medal came out. It was an update that they didn't really tell us about, but they just changed the medal artwork, and everybody was like, why is this medal different now? But I think they did that just to match JP's artwork for this medal, because this medal did come out in JP in this art form a while back before we even got our copy of HD Beast. Anyways, without further ado, let's talk about these 2 medals and if they are meta relevant right now, and if they're worth farming. Well, if you should farm the Sora medal from story mode. So Supernova ++ Kingdom Hearts Sora A has a maximum base strength of 45,539. This medal has a special attack that does damage against all enemies. He deals 5 hits, and for 1 turn, or no, for 1 attack actually, he buffs your speed medal strength by 20. He buffs your speed medal strength by 20,000, critical hit chance 50%, and pierces defense boost 30% of the time. That multiplier is insane, especially, well, only with its critical attack, obviously. But it's a 50% critical hit chance, so that's a pretty darn good multiplier. It costs 2 gauges to use, and it's a tier 10 medal. The only problem with this medal, I guess I should talk about the Supernova first. Supernova he does have an AoE attack as well, and mastery. For 1 attack, he buffs your speed medal strength by 20,000 again, and his Supernova is triggered before slot 5 is activated when defending in PvP. So yeah, the only problem with this medal is that he doesn't actually give you any buffs whatsoever except for that 1 attack from its special attack and 1 attack from its Supernova. So that 20,000 is only applicable to this medal itself. It does have a really, really good multiplier, but it doesn't have the best base strength. So that makes it not super useful in PvE Coliseum. But you can definitely use this medal in different types of events, because strength doesn't really matter in those events quite as much as it does in PvE Coliseum. So for PvE Coliseum, most medals nowadays, I believe, if you go into like the new medals, obviously this one is boosted, and it does have an extra 5,000 strength right there. So it does technically only have a 50,000 base strength there. But if you look at medals like the new Mickey medal that just got an upgrade, he only has 45,000 strength if you include his chips and dales and his base attack. So honestly, guys, not like these medals aren't going to make or break the game for you. They're definitely usable in different types of content, but I wouldn't go all out trying to farm a billion copies of this medal unless you start seeing him pop up in top 10 PvE Coliseum in the ranks. If you go into the top 10 ranks and look at their setups, if you start seeing this medal, then I guess it's probably time to start farming this medal. But if you want to be ahead of the curve, go for it right now, because you can definitely do that. I don't remember the specific story quest that you can farm him in. I don't remember off the top of my head because I haven't done it in forever. But if you go on Kingdom Hearts Union Cross Wiki, you can probably find information on where to farm this guy. Like I said, that multiplier varies insanely, so that 36.20 multiplier, you might as well not even use this medal. But if you do have that 50% hit chance of special attack, or of the critical hit chance proccing, then you get the 108.61 multiplier, which is insane. And it also does pierce defense boost, so it's pretty good for PvP Coliseum. But it doesn't do anything other than actually piercing defense boost from its special attack. So just a heads up there, guys. I don't think this medal is going to change the game whatsoever, but it's made this medal usable to some degree. And some players will definitely take advantage of this. If you have multiple copies of this medal already, then you can use them to trait your one copy. I think we're actually getting this medal as a raid reward as well, by the way, guys. So just a heads up there. Make sure you stay tuned for that. I think raid week is next week, if not the week after. I haven't looked into it too much. Next up, we do have Supernova HD Beast. This medal has a maximum base strength of 49,720, so significantly higher than Sora A. Right off the bat there, this medal does an AoE special attack, deals 5 hits, and for 2 turns buffs your power medal strength by 6,000, buffs yourself for upright and power strength by 15 tiers, and debuffs the target's upright and power base defense by 15 tiers. Special attack bonus plus 220%, count plus or minus 0. Damage is higher the higher your HP. The next medal turns power. Costs 4 gauges to use, and it's a tier 10 medal. 61.44 to 81.77 times multiplier. And Supernova wise, this medal does have a single target special attack. Supernova does have mastery though, and for 1 turn it buffs your power medal strength by 12,000, and special attack bonus plus 320%. Ignores target's defense boost, and triggers before slot 5 is activated when defending in PvP. 260 times multiplier for his Supernova. So Beast is not a terrible medal. He's very, very similar to Roxas, because he does do a 2-turn buff from his special attack and then 12,000 for power, whereas Roxas does 12,000 for speed from his Supernova. The only difference is that Roxas does do super effective damage against all attributes, so that makes him really, really useful in PvE Coliseum. And Roxas definitely has a better base strength and all that jazz, but aside from that, guys, honestly, Beast is basically a copy of Roxas. So if you guys want to use Beast for different types of events like PvE Coliseum, or any event where you need to kill the enemy over 2 turns, then I'd say it's probably a good idea. Like, Beast is not a bad medal whatsoever. So let's look into it real quick here. I think I do have a copy. Yeah, okay, so I do have a copy here. Haven't leveled him up max yet, but I think I did roll a bunch of traits into him from the other copies of Beast that I had. Unfortunately, I didn't hold on to them. If I did, I would be probably able to, I'd probably be able to actually have a really, really good PvE setup right now, because if you had multiple copies of Beasts and you used 2 turns to kill the target enemies, then you actually have a chance at climbing pretty high in PvE Coliseum this month, with the Ratty Rat Trio as the easiest round so far. Let's evolve Beast anyways, and see how he looks as a Supernova medal. So obviously quite a bit of an upgrade from tier 5 to tier 10. That base strength is insanely upgraded as well. So we'll max him out here, see what he looks like, and then we'll give him extra attack, and then maybe use him in PvE Coliseum. Let's go into the shop. And we'll buy extra attack for him with our money. And he's right up there with basically all the other medals that are current, in terms of strength at least. I don't even need to give him strength because I don't think he's going to be a damage dealer. That's okay. And I think I'm going to need multiple copies of Beast if I was to try to actually advance in PvE Coliseum right now. But if I throw him into my setup, let's see how he does. We're going to go into my Fenrir, which I do have upgraded to 52.2. My raid setup is this one here. And then, yeah, like I said, we're going to try to put Beast in here. See how he does as a 2-turn buff. Metal. Obviously, the extra 12,000 strength isn't going to matter all that much, but if you had, like, let's say you had 4 copies of Beast, it would definitely matter quite a bit. But let's see if we can 2-turn this round right here. I'm probably not going to, like, actually do it if we can even manage to kill this round in 2 turns. But let's see how he does. I do like his special attack animation though, that's pretty cool. Alright, now we're gonna cast everything. It's weird having to select which enemy to target with its Supernova, because most Supernovas these days are going to be AoE attacks. Alright, let's see if this makes any difference. We are doing some damage. Don't think it's enough to kill though, which is unfortunate. That's okay though, not the end of the world. But yeah, like I said, if you have multiple copies of Beast, if you have 3-ish copies of Beast, you probably could do pretty well in PvE Coliseum, just by 2-turning different rounds. Generally speaking though, I don't like 2-turning rounds until near the end of the month, but if you can 2-turn one of these rounds up here, then you're probably set for the rest of the month in top 100. Okay, not quite, because some people are, well, probably top 100 at least, but some people here are already crazy high in rank and crazy high in round. Round 47 in tier 16. I don't remember the last time anybody's hit tier 16, but I guess there is a first for a lot of things. I wonder what Square Enix thinks when they're designing these rounds, and like, I wonder if they kind of know what round we can hit at like our peak, if we had like max boosted medals and like perfect setups for everything. But anyways guys, I think that's the end of the video for now. If you guys want to check out the rest of my Kingdom Hearts Senior Cross videos, I recommend you do so. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, catch y'all soon, bye.